Your Country 1039 KGRT. That's Keith Urban and Long Hot Summer. We'll get there eventually.
Time now for the question of the day.
Yes, right now it is time for our question of the day. And our question of the day comes from the fact that the Razzies have announced their nominees honoring the worst in film. That's right. If you don't know what the Razzies are, they've been doing this for years. Basically, it's kind of like the opposite of the Academy Awards. It's the opposite of the Oscars because they really do look for some of the worst in film. They have worst picture, actor, actress, and of course some of the other categories that were in there. I think my favorite memory of the Razzies is what was her name? Oh, I just had it in my head for a second there. Anyway, basically we're looking at some really bad movies and giving them the golden raspberry. But the Razzies have nominated their worst picture this year: The Exorcist, Believer, The Expend 4 Blaze, I think that's the fourth Expendables movie, Meg 2, The Trench, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey are the nominees for worst picture. So who's going to win? Don't know, but they normally announce the Razzies the night before the Oscars. So I always look forward to these because, like I said, it's just having fun with some really, really bad movies, which leads me to my question of the day for you. And that is, what is the worst movie that you have recently seen? Maybe not one that you've seen of all time, but maybe recently that you would say, man, I just wasted 2 hours of my time on this. Yeah. What is the worst movie that you have most recently seen? I know a lot of people are watching movies because they're streaming all over the place. So what is one of the worst ones that you've seen that you kind of regret watching that one? If it was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, I think that's probably well-deserved for sure. But what is it? Yeah, that is our question of the day in honor of the announcements for the Razzies nominees. Go ahead and let me know your answers by giving me a call, 575-523-KGRT, sending a text at the same number, 575-523-5478. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages, so, you can leave a comment down below on our Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube pages as well. So go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. In honor of the Razzie announcements, what is the worst movie that you have most recently seen? Go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. All right, exclusively up on our social media pages today. And I really do love the Razzies because that's what it is. I just remembered right now. Sandra Bullock is one of the only people that actually showed up to accept her Razzie. And I can't remember what movie it was, but it was really bad. So she won for worst actress for this one movie. And then the next night she won for best actress for The Blind Side, I believe. So it, you could have a good year and a bad year, and I guess the same one right there. But I thought it was really cool that she actually showed up in person to accept her Razzie, which I thought was pretty awesome. But every year like I said, they've been doing this for years, and I've been a big fan because we should recognize, some of the worst in film if we recognize the best. You gotta go that other end as well. So, like I said, what is one of the worst movies that you have recently seen? I'm trying to think of one that I've most recently seen. I know there's a few series on Netflix I tried to watch and I couldn't get past a couple of episodes. And the thing is that they were so bad I can't remember what they were, the titles. That's how bad they were. And most of the stuff I usually watch on people's recommendation. And I'm a fan of a lot of movies. Some movies that people think are bad, I would enjoy. Shazam, Fury of the Gods was not a great movie by any means, but still got that hope that DC is going to be able to pull it out. But we'll see how that goes. And I'm a big fan of horror movies too, as cheesy as they are, and sometimes not necessarily as scary. Still a big fan of those. So I can't say anything about the Exorcist movies that have been coming out lately. Just not as good as the original. I'll say that. But what about you? What is one of the worst movies that you have seen recently? Something that kind of, I guess, not sticks in your head so much, going like, yeah, that was just Just not good. Not good at all. Let me know your answers for our question of the day. In the meantime, let's take a look at what's going on in and around the world. Saw that the big game tickets are going on sale, and I think if you wanted to get on the 50-yard line for the big game, it'd cost you about $53,000. Well, $53,500 at least. And if you wanted to go up, I think the suites at the Allegiant Stadium are going for about $600,000, and executive suites are going to cost $2.6 million. Oh, to have a little extra cash in your pocket, right? Saw that in Japan, Pizza Hut has launched their own ramen pizza, a pizza that features cooked ramen noodles and creamy ramen sauce on a doughy crust. That's like carbs on carbs on carbs, man. That would not be good for my doctor's. No, she would yell at me if I started to eat something like that. Oh, and get this. Apparently, people are grilling Rice Krispie treats because it elevates their taste by caramelizing the marshmallows on the grill. Anybody who's ever, roasted a marshmallow, at a camping, how good those are, how tasty they are. So it does not surprise me that if you put Rice Krispies on a grill, give them a little bit of flame right there, that they would be really good. And congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. Why? Oh, nothing to do with football or anything. He just recently hit a hole-in-one during his first round of golf following an Achilles surgery. So maybe something in that Achilles surgery did something good for him. But yeah, so congratulations to him. And that is what's going on in and around the world. Once again, looking for answers for our question of the day. What is the worst movie that you have recently seen? All in honor of the Razzies announcing the worst in film. They announced their nominees, and I cannot wait to see what some of these come up with. Check them out online. Just search Razzies. You'll get the whole list of all their nominees. But what is the worst movie that you have most recently seen? Let me know your answers for our question.